Hello, I'm excited to share this presentation on Count the Kicks. I moved, my mom counted. Our evidence-based program is proven to improve birth outcomes for expectant parents and babies too. Count the Kicks is a highly effective, evidence-based stillbirth prevention program. It was developed to be a proven early warning system for moms. We have saved lives in 38 states and 7 countries so far, and those are just the stories that we have been told. We know there are more. So, why does movement matter? Movement is one very important way a baby communicates before birth. And a change in a baby's movement can be an early warning sign and sometimes only warning sign that a baby may give when it's in distress. If you think about the last time you didn't feel well, what did you do? Oftentimes we go to our couch, our bed. We conserve energy. Babies are the same way. A change in movement can be a decrease or slow down in movement, or it can be a rapid or wild increase. Anything outside of baby's normal is what we want to learn. So movement matters. Let's start counting. When should an expectant parent start counting movements? Well, ACOG recommends beginning counting at 28 weeks or the beginning of the third trimester, unless you're considered high risk or pregnant with multiples, which then we want you to count the kicks beginning at 26 weeks. Why? This is because this is when research indicates baby has established that consistent pattern that moms can feel and track. So, what counts as a movement? Anything except for hiccups. So, those rolls, kicks, jabs, swishes, pushes, flips, anything again except for hiccups, which are involuntary, counts as a movement. Counting kicks is what you should do. It's important and easy too. So here's how to start counting in the beginning of the third trimester. We want you to monitor your baby's movement every single day with the free Count the Kicks app or free paper kick counting charts. And I'll share more about these resources further in the presentation. We also want you to count your baby's movement every day, preferably at the same time each day. So try to pick a time when you know your baby's normally active and then stick with that time each day. We want you to time how long it takes your baby to get to 10 movements and then rate the strength of your baby's movements. So, my baby may take 5 minutes to get to 10 movements. Your baby may take 15 minutes to get to 10 movements. We want to compare your baby only to itself and learn its normal and not to other babies or even other pregnancies. So if you've had other pregnancies, we don't want you to compare what happened in that last pregnancy. Compare your baby only to themselves. So strength of movement's also very important. Research indicates that if the strength of baby's movement becomes weaker or changes, we want to be in tune with that as well. And I'll share how you can do that tracking in the app. After a few days, you will begin to see the average length of time it takes for your baby to reach 10 movements. This is your baseline. This is your baby's normal time to get to 10 movements. And once you know that, if it changes, we want you to speak up. We want you to call your healthcare team right away if you notice a change. Go straight to that labor and delivery. They're open 24 hours a day and they're there to serve you. This is their job. So, the free Hallmark tool that I hope you are downloading as we speak. Go to the Apple store or you can go to Google Play Store because this app is available in both Apple and Android products. And it's available in over 20 languages. Within the app, you have the ability to set a daily reminder to count your kicks. You can set that at any time that you know that you're going to be kick counting, that time when you know baby's normally active. Download that history. You can share it into your medical chart. You can text it. You can email it. You can share it with your partner, with your village. Anyway, very easy to share this information. You can see on the side that visual way that that timer is initiated when you start to tap a footprint. This is keeping track of how long it takes you to get to 10 movements. Notice that undo the last kick button gives you the perfect opportunity if you accidentally hit a kick that you did not mean to. This is the strength feature, rating baby's movement from light, which is fluttery, to fierce, so that you stay in tune with what your baby's strength of movement and their normal length of time to get to 10 movements. Both are measured in the app. You can even add an additional note, which you can see in the video here. Once you hit finish session, you start to see a visual representation or a graph of what your baby's normal time to get to 10 movements is and your baby's normal strength of movement. If those change, again, we want you to use this app to speak up. We also have several amazing app features. Some of the new ones I'd like to highlight are the contraction timer. So you can easily keep track of contractions as you progress in your pregnancy and labor sets in. You can scan printable charts. Again, I'm going to show you those printable charts here in a minute, and bring that data into the app. Maybe you went on a camping trip and didn't have access to your phone and you want to upload that data into the app and keep all of it together. Digital badges, you can find it fun and rewarding to collect these badges as you hit milestones in your kick counting journey. Dark mode is something that's commonly requested and no need to take any or put any more stress on your eyes than possible. All new features are available in the My Zone section. So in the My Zone, you'll find things like the Find Help feature I'm going to show you, or different resources in your state. Perhaps you will find videos, several resources and educational tools to make your experience both educational and enjoyable. Oops. Here is a key feature that I wanted to highlight called Ask Anna. This is our responsible AI feature. You can go to Anna and you can type or chat her any questions you may have during your pregnancy, but you also can call her, and Anna is able to speak back to expectant parents in any of the 24 languages that are currently available on the app. So a super cool feature. It does not go to Dr. Google or TikTok for answers, only curated evidence-based, research-based information that our medical advisory board has reviewed and provides. You will get cited information, and we want you to ask questions of your provider, and Anna will regularly refer you to your provider as well, but giving you that cited evidence-based answer is a helpful start. We also know that there are many resources that you may need access to during your pregnancy. And so within the app, you can see that there is a Find Help feature. By entering your zip code, you can find access to low cost or free services such as prenatal care, mental health support, food banks, dental care, etc. We also have the direct access to the maternal mental health hotline. If you can't count on a phone and maybe you're at work and you just want to count on your laptop, we do have a web-based counting platform. You can go to www.counttthekicks.org to count your kicks there as well. Finally, here are the paper kick counting charts available in 17 or 18 languages, free and downloadable on our website. So go ahead and print those off and you can count your kicks and track and chart there as well if the app is not available to you. Some common misconceptions that I definitely want to highlight in this presentation, things that you might hear from others that could be confusing, and misinformation can be dangerous. So number one, my baby is always active, so I don't need to count kicks. No, all of us need to count our kicks. We all need to know what our baby's normal is, be in tune with not only the length of time it takes our baby to get to 10 movements, but the strength of those movements, really being in tune with that. So active babies can have distress as well as slow babies. So fast babies you need to know they're normal so you can speak up on their behalf. You can notice that change as soon as it happens. Only those experiencing a high risk pregnancy should pay attention to their baby's movement. No, we want every expectant parent, first pregnancy, fourth pregnancy, high risk, not high risk. Every expectant parent needs to be having that daily touch base with their baby and their body, and being in tune with their baby's movements. My baby should get 10 kicks in 2 hours. This is actually outdated information. It is all over the internet, unfortunately. And so we have to say, again, it's important to learn how long it takes your baby to get to 10 movements. Every baby's different. So we want your baseline for your baby. 10 kicks in 2 hours is simply outdated information. If baby isn't moving, I should drink something cold or eat something sugary to get baby moving. Actually, current research has moved away from the idea that sugary drinks and the like are a good way to get baby to move. Kick counts are best monitored without interventions like juice, candy, etc. If a baby isn't moving like normal, parents should speak up to their provider right away and make sure that all is well. I can just use a Doppler device to monitor my baby's well being. Or babies, no, 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 we do not want to do that. Babies, we want them to be monitored with movement because it's an early warning sign. Using a Doppler by an untrained individual with an professional device can actually catch mom's heart rate instead of baby's heart rate. We also know that heart rate is a late warning sign. And if we were to put baby on a monitor, all babies in distress or a regular baby might have a heart rate of 150. And that using a Doppler does not show us that heart rate and does not show us the tracking of distress that might be happening. So no to the Doppler. We also know that babies don't kick less during pregnancy. Sorry about that. Babies don't kick less near the end of pregnancy or run out of room. We know that the types of movements may change. There might be more jabs, fewer rolls, but babies should move up to and even during labor. If an expectant parent is monitoring their baby's movement at the same time each day, it should take about the same amount of time to feel those 10 movements. So babies do not kick less, they do not run out of room. So, why count the kicks? Well, there are lots of good reasons. One, just catching any warning signs that something might be not well for you or baby, but also, 77% of our app users report feeling less anxious about baby's well being because they feel informed, in tune with their body, their baby, and empowered with education and a voice in their care and improving those conversations with their healthcare providers. Expectant parents that are in tune with their body and their baby are encouraged to trust their instincts. You have them. If there are bells and whistles in your body, listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to your baby. 84% of app users report an increased feeling of bonding with their baby, having that daily rest and touch point, and you can include your village, siblings, partners in that process as well. It's just a great time to get to know your baby. I love when I hear from expectant parents, I knew my baby was a night owl because every night at 11 o'clock they were up and had me awake, or I knew this baby was going to be a live wire because they were super active, or I knew this baby was going to be chill because it took 25 minutes and they were just so different in utero than their sibling. I love those connection points, and we want to bond with that baby prenatally. We also would love to include anyone in your village in that process and let them bond with baby and with you and be a good support and voice. If they're educated, they're going to empower you to speak up and support that decision. The app is a data download for an expectant parent's intuition. Absolutely. We want you to share this data that you're collecting at every touch point with your provider in the third trimester. So we also would encourage you to follow us on social media at Count the Kicks. You can go to our website, www.countthekicks.org, or follow us on any of those social media channels to get more education and information. Healthy Birthday is the nonprofit creator of Count the Kicks, so you can learn more about our work to improve outcomes for babies and moms, and also sign up for our newsletter. Have an amazing kick counting journey and thank you for your time today.